everyone, welcome back. So we're going to do 3 more of the practice GED problems. These ones you need to use multiple steps. So you're going to use your math operations, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, but you might have to do those operations more than once. So you might have to do addition and subtraction, or addition, multiplication, and subtraction. There will be multiple steps to these problems. So just like before, we'll read through the problems. You can pause the video, do the work, and then come back and check your answers. So number 7, I'm going to say this is 7 because we've already done 6 problems. Judy spent 3 hours driving 165 miles. She thinks she can reach her final destination in 4 more hours. If she averages 65 miles per hour, what is the total length of the trip in miles? Hint, to find distance, multiply rate, miles per hour, by time. Now, I'll give you a clue. There's some extra information in this problem. So what I would do is focus on what is it asking? What is the total length of the trip in miles? There's a piece of information in here you do not need. Okay, and these are your answers. And you will need more than one step. You might want a little diagram or picture, and you might want to use this formula, which it tells us to find distance. Okay, you multiply the rate, that's miles per hour, by time. That's what it means. Distance equals rate times time. So you have to multiply these two to get the distance. Okay, number 8, Karen sells newspaper subscriptions. So that's when you pay money and you get the newspaper every day or every week or every month. She earns $12 for each daily subscription. So daily would be Monday through Friday, or maybe even Monday through Saturday. And $4 for each Sunday-only subscription. How much will she earn if she sells 24 daily and 13 Sunday-only subscriptions in a week? So that one you're going to have 2 steps. So my clue, my hint, my suggestion is that you think about Sunday and then think about the week separately and then put them together. Okay, number 9, the area of a rectangular rug is found by multiplying the length by the width. If a rug measuring 6 feet by 10 feet costs $324, what is the price per square foot? Okay, pause the video, take a look at those problems. Even if you can't get to the end of the problem, write down what you do know, what you do understand, and have a go. Okay, everyone, welcome back. Let's take a look at number 7. So this is Judy. Okay, so Judy, she spent 3 hours driving 165 miles. She thinks she can reach her final destination in 4 more hours if she averages 65 miles per hour. What is the total length of the trip in miles? Hint, to find distance, multiply rate by time. Okay. Whew. So I started from the end here. What is the total length of the trip in miles? So that's what the answer is, the total trip. And I know she's already done some driving, right? So I drew myself a little picture. I said, here's Judy in her car. Here's her trip. She's already done part of her trip, right? She spent 3 hours driving 165 miles. I'm going to ignore the 3 hours because I don't need that right now. 165 miles is how far she's gone. She thinks she can reach her final destination. So she's going to keep traveling some more, and that's going to give us our total length of the trip. So that's what it's asking. So basically, I've got to fill in these numbers here. That's my goal. So 165 miles she's done, plus she's going to do some more, and that's going to give us our total, and that will be the answer. Okay, so I've got to figure out this part here. How many more miles is she going to go? Now, hint, it says to find distance. Good, that's what I want, miles. I want to know how many more miles. That's a distance. To find distance, multiply the rate, so the miles per hour, by time. So distance equals rate times time. Okay, so I don't need this information about the first part of her journey. I have that. So she thinks she can reach her final journey in 4 more hours. Okay, hours is time. So I'm going to put 4 hours here, and I know I'm going to multiply that by her speed, her rate. Okay, if she averages 65 miles per hour. Okay, so it says that if I multiply those two, it'll give me the distance. Okay, and that makes sense. If I go 65 miles every hour, and I go for 4 hours, it'll be 65, and another 65, and another 65, and another 65, 4 times. So it's 65 plus 65 plus 65 plus 65. And when I add something multiple times, that's the same as multiplication. Okay, so 65 times 4. Okay, 65 times 4 is going to give me 260. So this is miles, distance miles. So I've got to stop and keep track here. What is my unit? Remember, this is the unit here. Okay? And if you know anything about unit, you know the hours actually cancel out because this is on the bottom of the fraction here. So I'm left with miles. Okay? So 260 miles is how far she's going to go on her next part of her journey. All right, so my question asks me, what is the total length of the trip? Well, I have my first length, and I have my second length, so I'm now going to add them. So my math operations were multiplication to find distance, and then adding my two distances together. So multiplication and addition. Okay, so 165 plus 260, and if I'm in a test, I probably want to do that in my calculator twice, or do it in my head and on the calculator just to make sure I'm getting the right answer, because I did so much work, I would hate to press the wrong button and get the wrong answer. Okay, so 425, is that an answer? Oh, hallelujah. Okay, 425, so the answer is B. And my step 1 was multiplication, and my step 2 was addition. Awesome. Okay, Karen sells newspaper subscriptions. So I decided to set it up this way. Weekday and Sunday. Karen sells newspaper subscriptions. She earns $12 for each daily subscription and $4 for each Sunday-only subscription. How much will she earn if she sells 24 daily and 13 Sunday-only in a week? Okay, so I'm pretty sure her earnings are going to be the weekday money plus her Sunday money added together. So I think my next step is going to be addition here. Okay, so how much will she earn if she sells 24? So she sells 24 of these at $12 each. So I know that's going to be multiplication. Okay, because there's 24 lots of 12. 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12, 24 times. And I know that repeated addition is multiplication. Okay, Sunday, $4 for each subscription, and she sells 13 of them. So again, she gets $4 13 times, $4 for each subscription. So I'm going to do multiplication, multiplication, addition. So 12 times 24, okay, is going to give me $288. That's how much she earns for the weekday. And then 4 times 13, well, I can probably do that in my head, right? 40 plus 12 is going to be 52, but I can check it on my calculator. Always a good strategy to do it both ways. That way you can be sure you have the right answer. Okay, now I'm going to add these two together. So I got 52 plus, if I just press plus on the calculator, it'll give me answer plus 288 is going to give me $340. So that's her total for the week. $340. Is that an answer? Yes. Whew. Phew. C. All right, and the last one down here, number 9. Okay, rectangular rug. So the area is found by multiplying the length by the width. Okay, the length just means one side, width just means the other. Okay, it is 6 feet by 10 feet. So if I find the area, I have to go 6 times 10 length multiplying the length times the width. This will give me 60. Now instead of feet, I have feet squared. 6 times 10 is 60. Feet times feet is feet squared. So this is the area of my rug. Okay, so if a rug measuring 6 by 10 feet costs, so the total cost is $324. Okay, what is the price per square foot? So this is 60. 1 square foot is what I want to know. Obviously, I'm not going to buy a square foot of rug, but if you were to cut it into 60 pieces and sell me one, how much would it be? So I'm pretty sure I'm going to do 324, and I'm going to use division here. Okay, I'm going to divide it into 60 pieces because there's 60 square feet. There's 60 little ones of these in here. So I'm going to share this cost between each tiny square and the 60 squares. So it's going to be 324 divided by 60. I can also write 324 divided by 60. And I can write 324, long division, 60. Either way, I probably want to plug it into my calculator. Unless you know how to do long division, pretty easy numbers here actually. You could probably do that. Okay, the other way to set it up is as a ratio. Okay, it's 324 for 60 square feet. Okay, then I want to know how much is it in dollars for 1 square foot. So this one I have feet squared, dollars, my units have to be the same. I look at the two numbers that I have and I say, okay, how do I go from 60 to 1? Multiplication or division? Yeah, it's getting smaller, so I'm going to use division. So 60 divided by what is 1? 60 divided by itself, divided by 60. Whatever I do to the bottom, I have to do to the top. So I'm going to divide by 60. So 324 divided by 60. Absolutely the same no matter how you think about it. Okay, so some of you can do this in your head, or you can do it as long division, but I'm going to plug it into the calculator. 324 divided by 60 equals 5.4, and the decimal is okay because I'm dealing with money. So 5.4 is actually going to be 540. Is that a sensible answer? The whole thing is 300. A little piece would be 5. That makes sense. Okay, yep, and that is one of my answer choices here, A. Whew. All right, so step 1, I had to multiply to find out what the area was. Step 2, I had to divide. Good job, everybody. Those were harder. Check out the next video, and we'll do the next 3.